That's a scene from the music video for Buckethead's Spokes for the Wheel of Torment by Sid Guerin and Eric Henry, which utilizes some of the more nightmarish imagery of Hieronymus Bosch. Now I know what some of you are thinking, was this guy on drugs? Let's discuss. Born in 1450, Hieronymus Bosch was an early and highly influential Netherlandish painter, known for his surrealistic, nightmarish, and cryptic imagery. Even today, his work captivates both the dedicated art critic and the casual observer alike. Most of his work was religious in nature, though he also displayed a keen interest in landscapes, as well as the mundane and grotesque details of medieval peasant life. As such, his most famous works simply explode with fantastic imagery that might seem, especially to casual modern viewers, to emerge from some sort of acid-breached chasm in the human imagination. Now, of course, it's always important to keep the intended audience in mind. While there's no denying Bosch's imagination and skill, he does make use of symbols and existing motifs to communicate morality lessons and Christian narratives. Lessons and narratives that would have resonated more clearly to viewers in a monastery or the private quarters of a lay patron. And all of this is complicated by the fact that we just don't know much about Hieronymus Bosch. His life and the thinking that went into his work is largely lost to us, leaving art historians to endlessly ponder the enigmatic and cryptic nature of his designs. It's also led some to wonder if Bosch's work was the result of psychedelic vision. One of the leading theories here is that Bosch might have experienced ergot poisoning or ergotism at some point in his life, as this ailment was epidemic in the medieval Netherlands. Ergotism is a condition caused by the consumption of toxic compounds produced by the fungus Claviceps purpurea, which infects rye. These compounds are similar to LSD, and in fact the study of ergot led to the discovery of LSD. Given the importance of rye bread at the time and the increased likelihood that a small town might depend on a single baker for all its bread, it ravaged whole towns and forced the 1093 creation of the Order of Hospitallers of St. Anthony to help the afflicted. Humans suffer from two varieties of ergotism. First, there's gangrenous ergotism, which produces limb pain that may cause the extremities to turn black and mummified, causing infected limbs to spontaneously break off at the joints. And then there's convulsive ergotism, characterized by painful seizures, spasms, and convulsions, as well as mania, psychosis, and hallucinations. Now, Bosch was certainly familiar with ergotism, known as St. Anthony's Fire in the day. Bosch's own The Temptation of St. Anthony triptych features people with amputated and mummified feet, as well as a half-human, half-vegetable, and that half-human vegetable may have represented the mandrake root used in the treatment of ergotism. Plus, Bosch's The Procession of the Cripples features a number of afflicted bodies, at least 3 of which seem to be suffering from ergotism. But did Bosch ever suffer from the effects of convulsive ergotism himself? We simply can't say, so it remains a controversial theory. Art historian Linda Harris, in her book The Secret Heresy of Hieronymus Bosch, even goes so far as to suggest the artist might have taken an ergot-derived substance either recreationally or as part of a secret heretical cathar ritual. So was Bosch a heretic, an acid head, or merely one of the most imaginative artists ever to put brush to paper? Maybe he really did suffer hallucinations, but of course such visions can occur for a vast variety of reasons. We'll simply never know, because the nearly 500 years dead artist remains rather mute on the subject, and only his paintings continue to speak to us.